What's up YouTube? Capital G here, guys. The official censorship has begun on the MagiBullet archetype. We knew that this was coming. We knew that this archetype was going to get absolutely neutered in the TCG, and I am here to announce the official name of the archetype, because if you thought it was still going to be MagiBullets, you were severely delusional, because that just was not going to happen. We pretty much looked at this archetype, from a distance and said, yeah, none of these cards are going to look like this. This archetype's going to get a brand new name. It's going to be something completely different when it gets to the TCG. They are now called Magical Musketeers. Oh, that name is... I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It sounds so damn childish. And the crazy thing about it is, to me, it sounds very cute and cuddly. Like, when I think Magical Musketeers, like, that sounds like a cartoon show or one of those puppet shows for, like, 4-year-old kids who are learning how to count and learning how to, they're learning their colors and they're learning, like, the basics before they go into school. In fact, here's a show. Most of you guys aren't going to be old enough to know anything about this, right? This was my favorite show when I was a kid. It's called Eureka's Castle. Does it something like the Magical Musketeer? He sounds like he would fit in on this show. And again, this is a show that's designed for like 3- and 4-year-olds to learn how to count and read and spell and learn their colors and stuff like that. I am not down with this name. Now, I understand that sometimes Konami has to change the names of archetypes just out of straight up necessity, not even censorship. Rank 10 actually explained to me this maybe like a year ago or something like that. He was like, Cap, the reason why so many name changes happen in the TCG is because a lot of these archetypes in the OCG, they just are X-Beast. They just have the word beast after them, like, Zodiac is Zodiac Beast, or Chemi Critters is Chemical Beast in the OCG. So yeah, sometimes Konami has to get kind of, they got to get creative with their names. And those are perfectly fine names, but man, this one is just so far out there. And obviously, the artwork is going to get neutered as well. I mean, what do you guys think the artwork is going to get changed to? Because if you look at the MagiBullet archetype, like, every freaking monster has like a Glock or a AK-47 or a sniper rifle in their hand. I think one of them has like freaking rockets on the back. Like, it wouldn't surprise me at all, especially after the whole number 41 fiasco, if like each monster gets a cryon or something like that, or ends up getting like, I don't know, a blow dart or something. It's gonna be really, really whack. Now, the Weathery have also had their name changed, and they're called the Weather Painters, which that one I'm actually okay with. That one is just, it's different, but doesn't feel like it's changing the identity of the archetype, which, sometimes I think Konami kind of does. If you look at like World Chalice, that used to be Stargrail. I think Stargrail was a little better. Didn't really see the need to change that. But how do you guys feel about this name change from the MagiBullets to Magical Musketeers? And I've actually experienced something like this in my life. When I was growing up, there was a local basketball team called the Washington Bullets, obviously NBA team, and too many motherfuckers in DC were shooting each other, so they eventually changed the name of that team to the Wizards. So I guess Konami was thinking the same thing. People threatening to shoot up YCSs. They were like, nah, we can't have an archetype with bullet in the name. I really think they're going to take every single one of the guns. If you guys have ever looked at the card Don Zalug, let me pull up some of these cards. If you guys have ever looked at let's see, if you guys have ever looked at like Don Zalug, that's a perfect example of a card right here. And the OCG, he had the freaking revolvers, but then the TCG, they gave him knives, because it's not like knives aren't dangerous or anything like that, Kappa. But how do you guys feel about this? What do you think is going to happen with the artwork of the MagiBullet? Well, not going to call them that anymore, the Magical Musketeers, because that is not something that inspires 5-year-old kids to learn how to count. Anyways, you guys let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching as always, and subscribe if you have not already.